2025 Critérium du Dauphiné, Stage 3 here in Charentonnet, and it delivered a shocker. I can report right now that Spaniard Ivan Romeo won the stage, took the yellow jersey, and we have a new GC threat because the GC stars could not get the escape of 13 under control, and now Florian Lipowitz from Team Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe is a threat to the overall when the race wraps up in 5 days' time. 207 kilometers out there on tap today, starting from Romain Bardet's hometown where there was a big celebration for him today. Flowers, all sorts of mentions up on the podium, his whole family up there because this is his last race, the 2025 Critérium du Dauphiné. 8 days long, tomorrow TT, and we got some mountain days to come. After the celebrations, we saw Tadej Pogačar and his World Championship stripes. They're on the start line. We saw Jonas Vingegaard on the start line representing Team Visma Lease Bike, two-time Tour de France champion. We saw Remco Evenepoel, himself a world champion in the TT and Olympic road race and time trial champion, all lined up ready to face this day that was going to turn out to be a hard one. Early on, we saw the riders sprinting for the bonus seconds. One rider up the road, we had Tadej Pogačar and Remco Evenepoel fighting for the 3-2-1 bonus seconds. Tadej got second, Remco got third. 2 and 1 seconds respectively for those guys. This escape eventually did form 13 riders, like I had mentioned. In that move were danger men for the GC. Florian Lipowitz, the rider who finished second overall in the Paris-Nice stage race behind American Matteo Jorgensen earlier this season, a threat in the GC. Here in the race, we don't know what's going to happen now, and I'll break down those GC times and the stage positioning a little bit later, but we could say that back behind in the GC group, UAE Team Emirates was trying to control things in the peloton, not getting much help. I think I saw Soudal Quickstep putting a man in there. Visma Lease Bike, yes, a little bit, but not that much. Everybody kind of turned into the team of Tadej Pogačar, of course, world champion, reigning Tour de France champion, putting the pressure on that team, saying, hey, if you guys want to win this race, you need to do the work. And eventually, well, it's a hot, sticky day out here. I got sweat stains, salt stains, and so do the riders. So the team can only do so much. Mathieu van der Poel was also in the escape. A lot of firepower in this move. It wasn't easy to get under control. In fact, it never got under control. We got into that final of 5 climbs. It's a steep climb with around 17 kilometers to go, and the group still had around 55 seconds in hand. Now, Jonathan Milan, stage winner yesterday, yellow jersey today. We knew he'd probably lose the yellow jersey today, and he was yo-yoing off the back of the group all day. And in fact, up front, Lido Trek had their man, Julian Bernard, attacking on that climb. Tejada up there attacking as well. Then over the top, the attacks really started to come. Van der Poel at 10 kilometers out. We had riders in there that specifically wanted the stage, and we had riders in there that were pushing hard to keep the maximum time over the groups chasing behind, including Florian Lipowitz. He was drilling it the whole day, and really in those last 10 kilometers, he attacked. He also revved up, and then we saw Ivan Romeo. He attacked. He was caught. Mathieu van der Poel attacks left and right, and finally it was Ivan Romeo going with around 4.5, 5 kilometers to go. Looking at his stats, you knew he had the engine to stay clear. Under 23, world champion for 2024 in Zurich. The guy can motor along, 21-year-old from Castille et Leon, riding to the finish, solo, enjoying the victory, arms in the air. Movistar, Team Movistar Spaniard celebrating right here. Crowds all around him. He was over the moon. Gets the yellow jersey along with the stage win, and then we're looking at the times, calculating them back, following Florian Lipowitz here over the line, because it was an important day. I think he had about 1:08 thereabouts. We're going to look at the stage results on the screen right now. That turned out to be 1:06. Now Tadej is around 9th place overall to Ivan Romeo. And we're calculating the distance between Lipowitz and Tadej Pogačar. I think it's around 42 seconds. So a bit of a hit to Tadej Pogačar. In fact, when we were interviewing Florian Lipowitz, I caught it on tape. Pogačar comes by, pats him on the back. Could that be the sign that the GC teams gave a rider who finished second overall in Paris-Nice too much time today? Well, we're going to have to find out. We got a TT, we got the mountain stages to come. But today, the Critérium du Dauphiné was turned on its head. You can never tune out when it's cycling because you don't know what's going to happen. We got over there to the bus at Team UAE Emirates, spoke with Tadej Pogačar, warming down on his TT bike, and he said today was like a Tour de France stage. It was hard out there. He had salt stains on his shorts, on his jersey. And he said, well, you know, the other teams may have been looking at us, but they're letting the GC go up the road. Spoke with Matthew van der Poel in the mix zone right over here afterwards, has the green jersey, not how he wants to have the green jersey. He wants to get it by winning stages. And he's been up there every day, but he hasn't yet won a stage. He's honing his knife, sharpening his knife so he can get to the Tour de France and just slash everyone and finally get those stage wins. He's riding back into form, but he hasn't got a stage win here yet. He said today was one of the hardest days of racing he's had out there yet. So there you go. Hard climbs out there on the day. Riders pushing hard all day. The heat of the day out here in central France. This is real racing, and we're getting a result that's really leaving us to scratch our heads. Young star, 21-year-old from Team Movistar, Yvan Romeo on top, and question marks now. Who's going to win this Critérium du Dauphiné? Can it be Florian Lipowitz? Will Tadej Pogačar or Jonas Vingegaard or Remco Evenepoel be able to pull back this German as we head into our final 5 days of the Critérium du Dauphiné with question marks? But one thing's for certain, it's Yvan Romeo, the young Spaniard, on top, stage 3 of the Critérium du Dauphiné.